Hey everyone, it's Nick with Us versus Herd. Thanks so much for waiting. Thanks so much for watching. If it's your first time here, hit the subscribe button. If you want to get alerts for when we go live, hit the bell button next to the subscribe button. Really appreciate it. If you're not yet a member of our free options trading group, the link is below. Post all my trades in there. We got a great community of people. The UVH fam has just been great. You know, let's see who's here. If you're here right now, say what up. I see Eric, Tobin, Joe, Kit. Some other people are here. Mateo. What's going on? Baron, Hamed, excellent. It's popping. What's going on? Greg. What's going on? Karan, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Easy. What's up? Man. Bad day. Had to trade on phone, no internet at work. Whew. You didn't miss much. I mean, I felt like today was rather like a slow day. Linda, welcome. Missed you yesterday. Marine, yeah, you weren't here yesterday. Marine and Linda were not here yesterday. Welcome. Meryl, how you doing? Welcome, everybody. Missed you guys if you weren't here yesterday. If you weren't here yesterday, I took a break, or if it's your first time here, I took a break I took a little vacation for Thanksgiving. And as you could tell, Tony, what's going on? If you're here now, say what up. As you could tell, I'm battling a little cold again. All this snow and rain, and man, it's bad here. It's bad. Don't come to Chicago. Go tell Tobin. Don't come. If you're thinking about visiting Chicago right now, just don't. Don't come. AMD bites. Yeah, yesterday I was, my dog was outside, and my dog is blind, and it was like about 9:30, 10 o'clock at night, so, and I have like an elevated deck, and because of all the snow, he gets very confused where the stairs are and the patio, even though I did shovel. I went down, and a quarter way down, I slid all the way down, cracked my back, my arms and hands were all bloody. Winter's just not going well so far. Yesterday I shoveled for 3 hours, you know. I tried to get somebody to sell me their snowblower, and they said no. So Baba and AMD string will speak the wrong strike, I guess. Linda, yeah, I'm gonna go over my trades. Yeah, I got California boy. I know. I need to go to Cali. I need to go. I don't know if I get. I don't know. Like, we pay a lot of taxes in Illinois. I don't think California is better. I'm thinking maybe like Florida. I don't know. Who knows? Anyways, so today's title is gaining your confidence back, and basically, you know, like I said yesterday, I put a few trades on, and I'm not looking for like huge winners. I'm just looking to get back into the groove, because like when you're out and about and you're not trading for a while, you kind of lose your flow, you kind of lose your edge. Or if you're losing for a while, you know, you want some confidence boosters. You want some ways to some winning trades, even if they're small, just to make you feel like you're on target, you're hitting your targets, and you're being disciplined again. Because like when you're in the zone, you know when you're in the zone. So like when you're not trading a while, like I didn't trade for like a week, it's taking me a little bit to get adjusted. Like yesterday, I didn't place a trade till like noon, and then really like today, I closed some trades. I closed Microsoft, and I closed AMD. Had strangles on both. AMD, I only made $7. You know, I actually had a bearish position on it, and it went up, and you know, this leg up, I actually sold it. It did go higher, but I just wanted to get a couple of winning trades in here. And then Microsoft, I was up 15 bucks on. I took that off. I had the 108, and the 105 put. The reason why I took it off was because I was really nervous. Not nervous, but the market, there's a lot of catalysts right now for the market to go down. Even though the market did go up today, there's a lot of catalysts for it to go down. And right here, like Microsoft, it kept getting rejected at the 107 area, and on this leg up when it hit 107 and it was kind of looking kind of iffy, I took the trade off because I'll put that capital somewhere else. Florida has no state tax. I can't leave SoCal weather anywhere else. I'm from Michigan. We get very best out here. I bought the Soul Bar yesterday. I'm done with shuffling. Yeah, I gotta get on that plan. I'm new to home ownership, and let's just say it's not my thing. Richard, what's going on? Nice to see you. Matthew, welcome to the UVH fam. So show Matthew some love, guys. And I appreciate you watching the videos, really. Yeah, Trump's already said he's going to get more ridiculous. Yeah, today was really, like, for me with the trades that I put on, it was kind of a boring day, slow grind day, and I didn't want. That's why I wanted to take off those trades, even though I was not up. I mean, realized today I made $22. So I'm up 88 bucks today overall across my accounts. I mean, I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining at all. But you know, basically, I just needed to get some winning trade. Basically, I just needed to get some winning trades in to really just get in the groove here. Crypto Vin, what's going on? I've been killing it and selling vertical credit spreads. Yeah, I should have. I should have sold some premium because now I'm getting my Apple trade and my Facebook. Actually, Apple, Facebook, and Baba are getting axed right now. Baba, because it didn't go anywhere like from yesterday's close. I mean, yes, it looks a little dramatic here on this rip up today, but really didn't go anywhere since it closed yesterday. Apple, same thing, didn't go anywhere where it closed yesterday. So it just chopped that premium today. Today would have been a much better day to buy options than it would be than yesterday. Yesterday, it looks like I paid too much for Apple. I paid too much for Facebook. Facebook, I actually had a bullish strangle on, and it came down today. So right now, but then it came up in the last 30 minutes. Facebook came back up. So my target I have on Facebook, I had the 139 call, 131 put. My actual target on Facebook was 140, 142, somewhere around there. And I don't know if it's going to, now after today, I don't know if it's going to come back down to like 131 area. The market was up today because there was news reported saying that China and the U.S. are looking to make a trade deal before Friday for the G20 summit. But, you know, I don't know if that's going to materialize in anything. I mean, right now, the market's, I feel all news related. Like no one's thinking about fundamentals. No one's thinking about if things are a good value or if things are too high. Right now, they're concentrating on what Trump is saying and, you know, what's going on with that. I did put a position today on GM actually. Yeah, Trump said he was open to a deal. That's it. Yeah, I mean, like the way the market reacts to this stuff is just ridiculous. It's just like, come on, like. But either way, you know, Apple didn't go anywhere, some stuff like that. But GM today, I did put a strangle on. I got the 36 put and the 37.50 call. I paid $1.24 for next week, December 7th expiration. I was looking actually for it to break down to the downside, down to 36, but then we had last 15 minutes. I don't know if it was shorts covering or what, or just a bunch of buyers rushed in. You know, I'm not sure why that is, but I mean, it's still bearish here. Like we talked about this a little bit yesterday. One thing I don't like about GM is the volume was kind of low, but I did get decent pricing on it, and it did fill at the mid price, which was pretty surprising. So, you know, yesterday was definitely the short day. We talked about it yesterday. We should have shorted yesterday. But even with the news today, so my goal is for it to revisit like the 35 range down in here, down in 35s, where what I'm looking at right now. I do have a call just for some protection. It's 37.50. So, if it does go up to the upside, we'll either make a little bit of money or break even. Worst case scenario, it seems like it will trade in that range for next week. Can you make the Tasty trade background white? I don't believe so. I don't know though. We could check though. I'm not sure. I haven't tried to make it white, but I don't think so. I know that you could change like candles and stuff in some of the appearance, but Greg, you didn't get filled on your G inputs. What were you trying to get filled? For what expiration? Jeff, not acceptable. You be here. You're 10 minutes late. It's not acceptable. People count on you to be here, Jeff, and you weren't here. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Who said 2 weeks back to short gold? I did and made profit. Ahmed, congrats. Yeah, GC's down. What are you trading, Ahmed? Are you trading GLD or what are you trading? Futures, or are you trading? Yeah, I mean, gold looks like it's trading in range though. Kid, Tobin was heartbroken. Jeff. Loading the good. What's going on? Joe's GDX. Short GDX. Oh, okay, GDX. Got you. I have something that will be better on your eyes. Bradley, GOAT. Can you do bracket orders in Taste? I think so. Anyways, yeah, I mean, the only trades I did today, I closed AMD, closed Microsoft, and like I said, I was looking for some small wins to kind of regain my confidence. Also, I didn't see a whole lot like that I wanted to trade. Like for Apple, I mean, I think Apple, I thought for sure it was going to break below 170. Just the way it's been going and the amount of pressure that it was yesterday. I mean, if you look at the amount of pressure that we had yesterday on Apple, it just sold off. But then we had the 2017 V-shaped chart. So like, if you guys weren't familiar, if we weren't trading in 2017, the V-shaped chart came into existence many times, like almost daily. Like if the market sold off, it immediately recovered, and this is the ultimate. I mean, I honestly didn't think that was gonna come. Same thing happened to Baba though yesterday too, the V-shaped chart here as well. Slow day down 60. Yeah, loading the good. Yeah, slow day. I'm down 119 on the day, but I didn't really take any trades off, and I didn't really adjust. I did put GM on. Microsoft, I mean, I made a little bit of money, but Netflix is killing it. I was bearish and got clobbered. I actually haven't looked at Netflix. Yeah, right now there's some tight ranges right now on these stocks the last couple of days. I mean, it hasn't really moved the last few days. I think people are just waiting to see what's going to happen this week. I think this week is, last week was a much better week to trade. So far this week has been a lot of waiting. I mean, we had a sell-off yesterday, and then we came back, and if we go to the S&Ps yesterday, it's just kind of boring. I mean, it's been the same since last Tuesday. Basically the same price. I mean, we did break out. We started to fill this gap here from 26.75 or up to 26.90 ish. So I don't know. So it's going to be interesting. It does look like it wants to go up, but as you can see, you could have some significant down days. Like if the problem with the market right now that I see is if for some reason, like, it's all news related. So like if something happens before the G20 summit, or if something happens like, oh, we're not going to make a deal with China, or we're not going to do this, or we're not going to do that. I mean, we're going to come back down here very easily. So I've been trading very, I guess this week kind of cautiously. I did put some trades on yesterday just to get things flowing. Did take some trades off. Took 2 trades off today. Put 1 on. So I'm just kind of playing it slow right now. Crypto Vin, I was trading before you were born. Hoping BTC kept it down to 3K so we could buy the big bounce. I don't have a comment on that. To me, the market and today only went up a touch. Seems like consolidation pause before it back down. Just my gut feeling. Yeah, I feel like they're waiting on what's going to happen in the political environment right now. Yeah, it could be some consolidation, or it could be just the calm before the storm. I mean, today I just was like, I don't see really anything good or really anything that I want to trade. I mean, I know like nat gas and some stuff like was going up, but I don't really trade that. I guess I could, but Wally was going to short Tesla, didn't work. Yeah, I mean today was probably more of like a day trade chart than it would be like a swing trade chart. Like, definitely Netflix is a day trade chart. Apple was a day trade chart. But you had to get in early. Tesla, what did you do today? Yeah, Tesla, I mean, pretty much everything's just back to where it closed yesterday, which doesn't make good for like a swing trade. I mean, would have been good if you did a day trade, you bought the dip and then it went back up. But right now, buying the dip is very risky. King Jacob, when do you get a margin call? Basically, if you're buying on margin and you don't have the cash to back it up, then they will margin call you. So, like, let's say you were short some stock and that position went against you and you owed more money than the cash balance that you had, you would then get margin called. Or for options, if you're short some options and something got exercised or you didn't have the cash to back up the asset, then you're going to get margin called. So that you really need to make sure if you're messing with margin, you really need to make sure you understand what it means, because you could get in some serious trouble, especially trading on margin. Like I don't recommend trading on margin, mainly because you can get some serious trouble, especially like penny stocks traders that trade on margin. I mean, penny stock traders that trade on margin got some balls of steel. I don't know. I would not do that. When you're substantially negative, I had my first margin call 2 weeks ago. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people got margin called on this drop in the market. Just going through that. I got a lot of movement out of Kohl's today. Kohl's, I don't typically trade that much, but they've been doing fairly well. Earnings was a bomb, but I mean, in terms of retail, they've learned how to play it right with Amazon, and it looks like it wants to fill this gap here. In terms of Kohl's, see if they got some volume on these. Yeah, the only thing I don't like about Kohl's is just the volume is just so low. The bid and the ask isn't that bad, but I mean, there's just not a lot of volume. I don't really like trading low volume options. I did trade GM today, but I did get filled at the mid price. When you're trading low volume options, you really have to make sure you get the price that you want. Like, don't let the market dictate the price for you, because it's gonna be you're gonna have some problems. So next week expiration, like I got these here, but the bid and ask are pretty tight on these. There's only 198 contracts bought, but the puts 490. There's some volume on the puts. The calls not so much. I mean, not till like way out here. But the puts, I mean, I guess there was some good volume on these. Not terrible. I mean, I typically like to trade 500 volume or above. I mean, we came close. We got 498 here. The calls were 198, but that was really just for protection. I anticipate it to go down. Matthew, I bought 10 puts on USO and it ripped up. Yeah, I do have a position on USO as well. I have 10 puts for 3 weeks outish. And yeah, we had the dip buy right here. It was looking good, crashing through the floor. My position on USO, I'm only down like $18 on it. We got some time, 17 days, so we'll see how it goes. My last position on USO, it took about 2 weeks for it to work out. So Mateo, VIX looks like an equilibrium for you. I don't see a risk. VIX was up a little bit today, though. You know, we're coming back down here at the lows. Looks like it wants to prop back up. But I think it's going to be news related. You know, VIX under 20 right now is kind of interesting. Excuse me. Everything I did today failed except for $60 call and Verizon. I traded Verizon a couple weeks back. It was okay. I mean, yeah, Verizon. The thing with Verizon, it's a slow mover. I mean, it had some decent days in the past, but it's just like a slow mover, so you have to be patient with it. Don't have the money, don't trade. Yeah. I had an AMD strangle, sold call, and I'm keeping the put to see. AMD is about pricing and really being on the right side. Make money. Yeah, the reason why I took the AMD position off totally is because I was actually thought it was going to go down, and it didn't, and then it continued to go up. So I'm glad I sold when I did. Tobin, thank you. Appreciate you, man. Thank you. Thank you for the $10. Hornet Gamer, my Thanksgiving. Welcome back. Welcome back. And Richard with the 20. Tobin with the 10. And you guys are amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Hornet Gamer, my Thanksgiving was good. Busy, but good. Secure Kit, USO so, yeah. I think we talked about that. AC, what's going on? How you doing? And Tobin and Richard, thank you guys again. Appreciate you. GE, I know we've been talking about GE, and I'm probably not going to trade it for a while. GE looks like it's heading lower. It's just going at such a slow pace just because we're now single digits, and I mean the decline is there. You know, if you're going to buy something, you're going to have to buy something a few weeks out. IV is a bit high right now. You're not going to get the best deal on options, and if it doesn't move a lot, you know, right now I have the $6 puts I've been holding, but those are probably gonna expire worthless today or this week, unless we get some terrible news. You know, I can afford to lose it mainly because I made so much money on this drop down that I haven't had a losing trade in GE. Yeah, excellent. My target is actually $5, but it's just getting increasingly hard to squeeze the juice out of this baby. Like it's hard. So I think right now they need news. Some bad. If it's gonna go like lower faster, they need a catalyst. They need they need some news, like they can't pay their bills or they can't do something, or like to go back up. They also need a catalyst. So otherwise, I think it's just going to be a slow bleed. And the people that are hanging on now are just kind of hoping for, like, well, they're probably thinking like, oh, I've already lost 80%. I've already lost 50%. I might as well just hold it, you know. So it really hasn't dipped down, and it hasn't had like a green day. Like if it had a green day, I would short some more, but it's just moving down so slowly, so it hasn't been a great trade for me in the last week or so. I mean, we made some fat stacks on this drop here, but it's just been getting hard. AC, do you use the Tastyworks mobile app? How does it compare to the Robinhood app? I use the mobile app, all the time. It really, if you use Tastyworks desktop platform, it works exactly the same way. The one thing that I do like about the Tastyworks and their platform against like mobile, web, like it all works pretty much the same way. It's very seamless. Like the web version of Robinhood is very different than the mobile version, even though a lot of it's the same, but there are some differences. And the Thinkorswim mobile is different than the desktop platform, just because the desktop platform just like packs in so much. I do like on Thinkorswim how to add legs, multiple legs. You can't really do that on the Thinkorswim platform, but the Tastyworks platform is very similar to the desktop platform, and it's pretty easy to use. Karan, you could roll your puts. I could, but they're like worthless now, so I think I missed the boat. The only thing, Karan, the only thing I could do is put a new position on. Hamed likes GE. Yeah, I mean GE is definitely. They didn't get down to $7 because it was, they're doing things very well. Let's see here. There's some questions. Can someone trade options in a small cash account without margin? Not sure how it works. Yes, you can. But you can only like what Kit's saying, you can't do spreads. You can only buy calls and buy puts. You can't do like credit spreads, iron condors, that kind of thing. I also mentioned after hours GE high trade at 12.25 a couple weeks ago. Have it if you want to short. All right, Joe. If I hope GE goes back up to 12. That would be a gift, and then we can short it again. Microsoft. So Sammy, I got out of my Microsoft position. I don't know if you were here. What I was worried about today, let's go to the daily chart. What I was worried about today was at like 107 area, kept getting rejected, and then it went down, and then it came back up, so I sold my position. I only made $15 per account on that. But, it was a nice little confidence booster. Closed out 2 trades today that was green. We can short again, yeah. I mean, that's the goal for GE. Green days, you short. But yeah, Microsoft, like this 107 area, looks like it did break above, and after hours it's moving higher. I just wasn't sure. But I think this 108 area is going to be very interesting. If we can get back up to 108, get above 108, then I think that I'm going to see tomorrow what will happen. But I do like trading Microsoft right now. You get really good pricing. It has been moving pretty well. And Microsoft has been a good moneymaker for me for the last few weeks, just because of the way it's moving, and I think the options are underpriced. I want to see if it can get to 108 or above 108, then I'll put another position on. Hamed, my thinker, yeah, I mean that's ridiculous. So the one thing I don't like about the Thinkorswim app is every time the app upgrades, I have to redo all my settings again. And Hamed, I'm in the same position. I think they had a bad update. Do you have? Oh, you have iPhone, yeah. So on my iPhone, every time I open it, I'll try now. If I don't open it for a while, it just, look, it just goes back, and I have to redo all my settings every time. I think it was a bad update. I hope that they push out another update. I was actually thought it was my fault. I was actually going to uninstall the app and reinstall it, but it doesn't sound like that's going to work. Yeah, it looks like it was updated 2 days ago, a couple days ago. So I'm in the same boat. PayPal. What PLPY is it? PYPL. PYPL. You got them mixed up. Yeah, PayPal looks good. Bouncing off the lows here. Hit this double bottom at 75. Too bad I missed it. But yeah, looks like it does want to make a push to this like 85 area. I would probably be long till 85. Let's see how that might look like a really good trade. Yeah, the options, I mean, they are kind of expensive for this week. I would probably trade next week's just because it gives me some more time. So I would probably buy maybe the 84s. And then for protection, it'd be kind of a wide spread though. We'd probably do like, man, expected move is $5 on this thing. Expected move is $5 for next week. You probably want to buy, if you're bullish on it, you probably want to buy something cheap like these 78s. This would probably be a decent trade. So if it comes back down here, you know, worst case, you know, you're bullish on this position. Oh, you couldn't see what I was doing there. Sorry. You know, we got 97 cents here. We got 50 cents here. 60 cents. You know, I'd probably do something like this, or because if it does drop, it looks like it's gonna go fast. If it does drop back down to here, it could revisit 75. But you know, I would be long to like 85, 86. So I would probably want to do like 84. I don't usually like trading the halves. 83, somewhere around here. Maybe 83 would be good. Give you some room. I know you don't totally. I'm flirting with a couple cheap out of the money lottery calls and puts. Do you, man? Do you? I have my position. I don't really do lotto plays. I mean, they could work out. They could. JD, it's just been kind of slow down in here. I mean, it could easily rip back up, but I mean, it's in a serious downtrend in here. I mean, I've been making some serious coin on Baba this last year. You know, on this downtrend and uptrend, you know, we've been having some good volatility in Alibaba, and they've been underpricing the options. So, you know, hopefully at this point, this is looking, if there's good news, I mean, hopefully we can break up to like 165, 170 area for Alibaba. I mean, it does look like it wants to bounce back, but you know, it's hard to say. It's hard to say with this news. Like, like the news is really impacting what's going on right now because that has nothing to do with if the company is doing well or not. Where are you seeing the expected move, Matthew? So Robinhood doesn't have that in Tastyworks. On the options chain here, you can see like this is plus or minus $1.79 in the upper right, plus or minus $5, and then actually on Tastyworks they have this orange bar in the middle that shows you the expected move, like this. It'll tell you where it is. Kind of does the math for you, so that's kind of nice. On Thinkorswim, you kind of have to do it yourself. Let's go to PayPal, so we're looking at the same thing. You know, PayPal has the same thing. The one thing that I will notice is that Thinkorswim and Tastyworks, like look for next week that I was looking at, it's saying $3.80 move here, and Tastyworks is saying $5.34. So it's always best to compare pricing across the board and see how they're calculating it a little differently. I'm bearish on PayPal and Square. I mean, PayPal's looking pretty bullish, man. Square, on the other hand, Square is looking bearish. It does look like it had, it had a nice bounce here, but you know, if we could, it might just come down here to 50s. It's there's no support really, unless it establishes a new area of support here. Cryptovincia. Joe, I don't play with lotto type plays. Joe, I was not lotto playing. I was defending a position I already had on with the IBM. That's the difference. It did not start out as a lotto play, and the only reason why I added to the position is because I still believed in the position. So, yeah, Greg, I agree with you. Market's been moving alone on news alone since August. Yeah, I agree. And that's why I've been hedging everything. Like, people say I've been wasting some money, and that may be true, but I've been hedging everything and I've been playing it safe. Lulu, Sammy. Yoga pants. Yeah, the only thing with Lulu right now, I would probably sell premium in here right now if I was going to do anything, because this could actually consolidate down here for a while. Like, as you can see, like back in here, consolidated for a whole, like, 2 months. Like, ridiculous. So just be careful down in this 122 area. It could fall down to 105. But it could also, I think it has a pretty good chance of just staying the same. And IV is pretty high right now. You could probably sell some premium in there. Damn, there's nowhere to invest for long term. I agree. Like, I think the market. I don't want to say it. I won't say it. Never mind. I'm not gonna say it. I don't worry about it. It's funny. No, Joe and I have a special relationship where he rags on me, and I expose him. I expose him where he's wrong. It's all good. Yeah, we're all friends here. Everyone's joking around. I'm in something similar with AMD right now. Average down to 20 from 40 on the 19.5 call. Yeah, so you gotta pay. You gotta play some defense sometime. AMD, yeah. I'm concerned about this 22 area on AMD. It could fill up to 24, but this, I would wait. For me, like for AMD, I'm a bit concerned that 22 is going to be kind of a wall. So Joe does have a good memory. I think Joe probably writes down every single trade I ever had just to break it down for me in my streams. He probably on his monitor has a whole list of my worst mistakes and best profits just to bring him back up later. PayPal smashed earnings, has great future growth. Yeah. The only thing I guess the one of the things that with PayPal is that eBay's trying to part ways with them a little bit more. So that's why they're kind of, it makes for a good trade, but eBay is trying to part ways with them and just do payment processing on their own. Adding to a losing position in IBM. Yeah, I can see your point, Joe. I see your point. What else do we have here? Anybody else have anything? I think we talked about pretty much everything. I still have IBM, which expires in December. Apple. We didn't talk about Apple. So Apple's just getting beat to death. We kind of talked about it. I thought we were going to hit below 170. I mean, I think the market closed green today, but Apple was still red, so maybe it just needed a break. Twitter, I think it's still in consolidation. Yeah, it's been 32. It's been $32 since August, and then before that, before taking off, I mean, I think it has a good possibility of taking off, but at this point, Twitter's just kind of dead. Like it needs a catalyst to go up. It needs, and right now the social media stocks are getting crushed. I mean, I think that Twitter's holding it better than Facebook and Snap, of course. But right now, Twitter's probably just going to consolidate until it can figure out a catalyst for it to move up, or profits or something. It did move up on earnings, but it's still in the same range it was. Tobin, we didn't talk about the JD downgrade. I just looked at the chart. I didn't know they were downgraded. We did look at JD. They're just, I mean, they're a mess. From 50 to 20, it's a mess. So I guess, I mean, JD, I guess you short the green days. It's one of those kind of stocks, VXX. AC. Yeah, we talked about the VIX earlier. Right now, I think the VIX is going to be news driven, like we've been talking about. So it's hard to trade news driven events because you don't know when things are going to pop. Facebook is doomed, just like MySpace. I mean, Facebook is having some seriously bad publicity right now. I mean, they're in big trouble with all the election stuff and people Facebook is in big trouble. Big trouble. I mean, it's below 150 now. On the 2-year. I mean, it hasn't been this price since February 2017. So, I think Facebook's going to go through some hard times here. JD $20 strike for 7. Looks nice. I sold my Facebook shares, yes. I sold them before Thanksgiving break. It was sad. But you have to do what you need to do. I think I sold them for like 145, something like that. December 7th. You wrote those? Yeah, well, like when I buy stock, I hold it for a long time. I don't buy stock just to trade it. I trade options. I don't trade stocks. I had a Cobra Commander. I have a bullish skewed, but now it's looking bearish. I have the 139 call and the 131 put, and right now we're just sitting in the middle, which is why I'm down some money on it. So tomorrow is going to be the deal breaker for me on Facebook. If it goes up or if it goes down. We'll see what happens. Sears had a nice Black Friday. Could have got a whole store 50% off. 50% off, but then you get to take on their debt. JD, December 7th, you were saying? Why is it not changing? JD. Here we go. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, it's priced. I mean, it's priced for a $1.41 move on JD, and JD, it hasn't moved that much in the last couple of days. I mean, it could. It's hard to say. I mean, IV's coming down. If IV can go down a little bit more, it might be a good position. Still looks a little bit pricey to me. If it doesn't move $1, I mean, and for a $20 stock to move $1, it's a lot. It's a lot. You guys are crazy. Yeah, I mean, all right. Yeah, easy. Facebook got crushed at the end of the day too, but I think it's gonna head lower. I mean, it did not do well today. Everything went up in the last hour, but it's all news related. Tomorrow is a key positioning day for our current positions. Yeah, we need things to go down. I agree with you. FC. Shotgun, what's going on? If you're here right now, if it's your first time here, say what up. Try to meet everybody. If you are getting some value out of this video, hit that like button. Appreciate you guys. Eric, NTNX. They trade options. Are options good? I don't think they. Actually, there's some pretty good volume on these. I mean, they only have monthlies, but some pretty good volume on these guys. Are these guys a video game maker? I can't remember. I've looked them up in the past. I just can't remember what they do. 46. I would say it needs to break above 43 to really get going. And then it could revisit 46. But right now it doesn't look that great. Isn't the Fed going to spew some nonsense tomorrow? Probably. Probably. The G20 meeting should help us with trying to trade for bullish days to come. Sammy, do you think things are going to go well, or you don't? I think the problem is right now everything's like pure speculation, and like anything can happen. Like, do you think it's going to go well, or do you not think it's going to go well? I honestly I don't know. Like, there's so many wild cards and so much at stake. I feel like this is like probably going to be it feels like it's going to be a slow week, and it's going to end with like the hugest climax ever. It's gonna be like a serious movie, like action movie. It's gonna be insane. Well, easy. If nothing moves, they're just gonna chomp those premiums right up. Meryl, appreciate you. Tobin, Richard, you know, you guys are great. Thank you earlier for the donations. Sammy, I'm positive. I just don't know. Like, that's what the thing you got. Like, when you're trading, I'm positive, but the only thing that really matters when I'm trading, I mean, obviously for my stock positions, I want the market to go up. But when I'm trading options, I mean, the only thing I'm concerned about is having a positive P&L, whether we go down or up. Home Depot, Derek. Solid day, the home builders. Yeah, it's down here in the 170 level. Actually, I actually like this trade right here. You know, down here at the 170 level, definitely is pretty nice. Let's see if we can see what the pricing's at. So for this week, it's a $2 move. I mean, yeah, I mean, it could. I guess I'm just concerned about the consolidation period over here. You know, it was probably a nice buy from 168 to 173. Nice dip. You know, probably should have hit that. But right now, what do you guys? What's up with Apple calls? Yeah, Shotgun. We talked about Apple earlier. Apple just churned sideways all day. It chopped me up pretty good too. I wish you could buy shares of cumulative student debt. Well, I guess you could short the banks, people that handing out loans. But in terms of Home Depot, I would wait to see what happens tomorrow. If we can come back down to like the 170 level, I would buy some calls. I wouldn't strangle it. I would buy some calls straight out. UTX. Yeah, UTX. It doesn't look too interesting to me right here. I'd be more interested down at the yearly lows, like 115 area. Below 120, I'd be more interested in it. Right now, it could definitely just churn sideways where it's at around the 120 to 125 area. Mexico's never going to build the wall. No, no one's building the wall. I don't know. There was some like tear gas things. They're shooting tear gas at people. I mean, that's a mess, man. It's a mess. Whatever side you're on, if you're for it or against it, I think we all agree like it's a disaster. It's terrible. Mexico's not paying for the wall. I mean, we do. Car loans and student debts will slam the economy the next year. I mean, yeah. I also think one factor that is people aren't talking about is consumer credit card debt. Consumer credit card debt. I mean, people are getting hurt. I'm holding 25 shares. Facebook, I need to sell them. Wally, do what's right for your portfolio, Wally. At what price did you buy them for? Just curious. Easy, crazy. Yeah, I mean everyone has. Yeah, debt is slavery. The G2, Jeff says, the G2 probably won't produce any real action or resolution on Chinese tariffs. It's more like Trump and Z talking in the hallway about playing nice or not. Yeah, I feel like anytime the market goes down a lot, like Trump tweets something that like puts a Band-Aid over it, but overall we end up going lower. You know, I think like people thought they had like Trump had good ideas, and maybe he did have good ideas, or maybe it wasn't a good idea. I don't know, but I think the market overreacted to like the things that he was putting in place, and now we're paying for it. CRM, Richard. I know didn't CRM have lower guidance? Did they miss earnings? They beat earnings, but I think they had like lower guidance. But yeah, I mean that's pretty. So it's at 137 right now, 136. Was anybody trading this? I haven't been trading earnings. But if it's up here, if it opens like 136 and it doesn't sell off, I mean this could potential for recovery on CRM. UTX is news related. Yeah, I think everything is news related. I mean, Apple's news related, GM's news related. Any of the Chinese stocks are news related. I guess oil and some of that other stuff is not, but so Richard, to get back to your question, like I think if it goes like to 136, 137, opens up here, I mean it has potential to break through. If it breaks through like 143, I mean this could go back up to all-time highs. However, I don't know if people are going to try to short this thing to death either. That's always what you got to be worried about in this kind of market. You're going to try to. I don't know if they're going to try to beat it down. Do you have any favorites when it comes to options besides Walmart retail options? Target I played around with. Kohl's, I mean that's some good liquidity. Walmart is a slow one. Target's slow. I think all retail is kind of just like slow because like all retail businesses, they're like, you know, they're not growth stories anymore. They're not having huge expansions, so that's why it takes longer to get to where you want to go. Yeah, AC. Yeah, I mean, I don't think Facebook's going to go anywhere, but I think you could probably buy. I think you could probably buy shares lower. Nordstrom, I have traded in the past. Macy's is also a pretty good trade too. Macy's is pretty good, and Nordstrom is what, JWN? Yes, it's a tricky one. You know, Nordstrom is interesting. All of them are pretty liquid. Let's see what Nordstrom. Actually, Nordstrom not that liquid. I know Macy's is. Macy's is decent. Nordstrom not that liquid. Nordstrom would be more of a long-term hold, but this actually doesn't look bad here on Nordstrom. Nick, your snowstorm is hitting us hard here. Can't see the road at the moment. Don't text and drive. Don't text and drive. Well, we're gonna be signing off. We're at 55 minutes. Got a few minutes left here. Anybody got anything else? You know, I definitely appreciate everybody. I'm working on some things for UVH before the end of the year. Hamed, I got that course coming out for you. I was actually going to do a lot of recording so I'm recording a beginner course. Also going to relay all my strategies and help out some beginner traders. Coming out before the end of the year, so I'm working on that. Got the Discord coming, so we're going to do a Discord channel. You know, things are. We're gonna set up 2019 to be right. Okay, you bought 6. You bought 6. Don't talk to Kit anymore because he's driving. So we're gonna do some live trading. You know, you guys have been super supported. I can't finish the year like this. We're gonna. You know, everything that I do for UVH, I'm trying. Like, my goal is to bring people together and not have it be, because like I find like trading with the community and like the Facebook group and that like the Facebook group honestly was experimental, and over Thanksgiving break we reached over 700 members in just a few months. Like, we just crossed over, which is like crazy. Like, I thought maybe we'd have like 10, 20 people in there, but we have 700 people over there, and you know, we're nearing 4,000 subscribers. So when things get big, like, I still want to make it personal as we get bigger. I want that personalization to come across. So that's why I'm going to try to add things on to kind of further connect with people and to make sure we all stay connected. Samesh, what's the progress on the podcast? I need to get over. I got to work it. I got a plan, Samesh, but it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Like, running this channel is a lot of work. Don't work too hard on it, Nick. We're easy to please. How about you fly everyone to the Bahamas for a week? Yeah, I would go to the Bahamas right now. I mean, I'm having a terrible winter so far. Easy, things will get better for you. I believe it. I believe it. Eric, I appreciate you. Thank you, man. Thank you. Sammy, Best Buy. We're about to sign off. Last one. Sammy's got the last one. Best Buy. 65 call, December 7th expiration. Looks good. I think you're in the clear till like 67, so. Kid, I got you. I got you. You guys are definitely gonna be the first. I mean, you guys supported me when. I mean, you guys have been day one supporters. It's been great. He just had to believe that. It's green. I'm not starting a cult here, guys. Easy, we'll talk. Easy, we'll talk after the stream. I'll hit you up on message. Let me know if you need anything. Yeah, IV is good. I think if you could, I think you could still get in on Best Buy, Hamed, if tomorrow's kind of flat. It's been consolidating in here. If we could, it does look good, but I probably would, like for me personally, I'd probably go like December 14th. Oops, that's on. I would probably do something in here. I'm trying to distance myself out from the news. So, yeah, if this video was of value to you, hit the like button. I'm gonna sign off here. Appreciate everybody. We got a lot of things coming out. It's gonna be fun. I appreciate everything, everyone. Tobin, again, thank you, Tobin. Richard, thank you again. I can't thank you enough. Kit, be safe. Everyone, be safe. Greg, Joe, Sammy, Ahmed. We're gonna get things popping now. Guys, have a good one.